airport wine at airport prices. What is an airport trip without Starbucks? So we are on our way to Scottsdale for Yale Barrett-Jackson car auction, the greatest car auction in the world. We take you guys along to show you what you're missing if you haven't been yet. Welcome to Lambert Airport.
The land of the desperate.
Crappy rental car. Check. Woohoo! We made it. Might have just made a decision. One of these might be coming home with me. It's a single 4-post lift. They have these LED lights on the bottom and on top of that ramp, so you can actually see what you're working on. You don't have to have one of your own LED fixtures or whatever to haul around. And I'll order a pneumatic jack to go under the 4-post. It'll be that twin guy over there. They're about $10,500. Show special price is $10,500. $11,000 normal. I think we go puke.
Y'all through, y'all done, and now 62, 65, and now 7, and now 7, 3, 5, and 3 here, 5 there, and 63, 65, and 3, 63, 60.
It's like everybody's a bunch. Anyway, sorry, that's a nice car.
It is Friday already. The gate's up at 8 o'clock. Yesterday I didn't get much video because I didn't want to be that guy shooting stupid selfie videos in the huge crowds. So we're gonna hit the road early and try to get there before everyone gets there. What we're seeing here is kind of I would call it the back entrance, live view of the auction going on right now. It's early, still early, so they're doing all the automobilia, gas tanks, and signs and stuff like that. And there is nobody here yet. Yesterday at about noon, this place was packed, and as the day went on, it got even more packed. And that was Thursday, so Friday and Saturday are probably going to be pretty nuts. Looking over here to the south, there are 6 of these giant tents that have cars parked double wide all the way down. Those are all auction cars, as well as this giant tent here, and there's a secondary tent back there that is full of cars for auction. They also have another I think that building right there is like an arena that has another bunch of cars in it. And of course, they have all the salon cars that are lined up on the sides inside the tent, and I'll show you here in a bit. Coming up this way, there are tons of food vendors and general drinks and all that other fun stuff. And then you get into other vendors like Blueprint Engines. I think they're the official sponsor of the staging lanes this year. So they've got a big tent up there. Kindig Design, it has a big truck. I don't know. Coker Tires out here. A bunch of big folks out here. Resto shops, fab shops, chassis shops, trailer sales, lifts inside. Very cool stuff. You can pretty much get anything you want to eat out here. I'm going to take a closer look at one of these tents in here. This is tent 4. And you can see that they're parked double wide on each side. There's a big lane in the center. There's a couple of these Buick Woody wagons have gone for really cheap. This is a complete restoration, sold for $42K plus fees. There is another, I think it's a 51 or a 52 Woody wagon that was unrestored. It's down here, I believe, or in one of the other tents. They went for something like $36K. I thought it was the buy of the day, or buy of the week, probably. But there's pretty much something for everyone here. You could take a week if you're really looking at these cars closely. Most of these cars here are already sold. They are typically the cars outside are going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, some Thursday, and then there's some Sunday cars for sale out here as well. And then all the late Thursday, Friday, Saturday cars are going to be inside. Here's the Kindig. These guys have perfect cars. There was Dave. They have several of these CF1s here. They've got one inside that is a Barrett-Jackson special that will be auctioned off. This is just a client car. Roadster shop, complete custom chassis. Pre-stage here, and then as they're called, they come up to the actual staging lanes, and then they go through that garage door right there straight on to the stage, which backs up to this building right here inside. It's a cool kind of a hangout here. They've also got some tables with heat. Gets a little cool here in the morning and the evenings. It's probably in the high 40s right now. It's not warm yet. Just off to the side here, there is this, I'm going to call it an arena, that has another massive amount of cars in it. They've got a live stream right there. A little bit of a hangout bar here, and then a low area here. They've got more really cool cars. We'll take a walk through here. I don't think any of these cars have been up for, on the auction block yet. I think, as I mentioned earlier, that most of the cars that are inside have spots on Friday, Saturday, some late Thursday. So you're going to see most of the cream of the crop inside, and a very few pristine cars outside. Most of the cars outside are going to be drivers or nice newer cars. One thing that we noticed last year was just the massive amounts of Blazers and Broncos that were just going for crazy money. And they're all resto mods or really, really basically perfect restorations, stock restorations, but you know, they're all real straight. You know, they're LS swapped, or they've got really well built, smaller big blocks. A lot of Jeeps, a lot of Land Rovers. Oh boy, I'm weak in the knees. Here's what appears to be an unrestored 70 GSX. I don't know the history on this car, I don't know anything about it. But it's got all the telltale signs. Yep, there's the blip on the tail, on the quarter panel, I should say. Definitely has been driven. There's the blip there on that side. 50 fastest cars, automatic, stage 1. Very cool. Can't wait to see this one go off. I believe this is a Friday car, so that'll be today, probably lot number 1080. More trucks and Blazers and Broncos. Amazing. There must be 150 of them here. Coming back into the main tent here, this is where the block is. Cars come in right here. Up the block, there's usually a line of cars here pre-staging. Doing all the automobilia right now. Pedal cars, gas tanks, signs. This is all this block-in area here. The bidders area. Yeah, you can tell there's nobody here yet. This is the calm before the storm.
Here, 3,000. And now $3,000, $3,200, not fine. And to the end of the 5, to the end of the 5. Here, 32, to the end of the 5, y'all through, y'all done. And to the end of the 5, and now 32, now 5, y'all through, y'all done.
This place is huge. The VIP lounge up top there. Just going through the big tent right now, and on the other side over here is the main entrance for general spectators. And really anyone who wants to park on this side. There's 2 sides to the show. In here is all basically new stuff. I don't know if there's anyone up here, but it's t-shirt sellers that are hawking their stuff, except that, you know, new cars. GM's got a bunch of stuff here. Rogue car manufacturers. Got a lot of electric stuff out here. More Broncos. And GM's got their big performance display set up here with all their new LS and LT engine setups. I hear there's a 6th generation engine that they've got coming out with. Not sure if that is represented here or not with the 57 Cadillac. Then you got the standard 632 big block. This is where all the automobilia is displayed when it's not being auctioned off. The only way you can get in there is if you have a bidder's pass or a bidder's guest pass. And we are entering that long row of big white tents that I showed you earlier. And just right off the main tent is the Salon collection with all the big money cars. And at one point, some of these cars would have reserves on them, but I don't know if any of them do or not at this point.
They're here.
There's Barrett-Jackson. He busy. Supercars. I don't know how many cars are in the Salon collection. I'm not even sure if these are a Salon collection, but I believe It's just the stuff on this side, and it continues that this way. Jumping over to the other side of this small tent here. This car is, I think, their cover car. 56 Lincoln Continental Custom Mark II fantasy bid car. Cool. But that thing is slick. I mean, wow. A bunch of Corvettes sitting here. There's a Kindig's Barrett-Jackson CF1. Everyone's blocking it. There's Dave there. It's Dave just telling everybody about the car. All fiberglass bodies, custom one-off cars. They have started to manufacture those cars for anybody who wants them. And as a result, they've been able to make them pretty quick now. And in Kindig fashion, they are perfect in every way. A couple of GNXs right up here. More Blazers and Broncos. Corvette City. Okay, about a quarter of the, and I'm just barely getting into this tent here. This is where you start seeing parts vendors and garage stuff vendors, sign vendors, t-shirts. These guys here, it appears that they are making reproduction Broncos. The world's first reproduction Bronco. Of the originals anyway. And they look nice. It just amazes me that there's enough demand for those things. Huge, huge tents. If you want to buy a boat, you can buy a boat today. If you want to buy a helicopter, you can buy a helicopter. Craziness. Jewelry. Leather jackets. Fur coats. Massages. Bourbon. More boats. Bronze statues. Man cave items. More fur coats.
Yeah, nothing.
Art. Lots of art. Lots of really expensive tables. Bars, custom bars set up, purses, moose heads, mattresses. Oh, that wasn't a moose. It was probably an elk or a mule deer or something. Fishing expeditions, patio furniture, more bronze statues, river cruises. Got something for everybody here. More bronze statues. Pianos. I'm literally just walking through the middle of this thing and missing most of it. Just want to give you an idea. This is really cool here. Triple stack lifts for storage. Okay, now that I've been sidetracked, this Champion lift is about $3,000 less than the Advantage lift. I'm wondering if that may be a better situation for me as opposed to spending almost $12,000 for the Advantage lift. They're everywhere. Freaking lifts are everywhere. There's your helicopter. I don't know if this is just like if they're selling helicopter tours or I don't know. Doesn't matter. I can't afford it anyway. More cars. See all down that whole tent is full of cars. Full. You know, I'm going through this pretty quick, but I want to make it fast. before it gets busy, and I gotta go home to get the girls. Mike and I came out here so I could get this, take care of this video stuff before anybody got here. I just hate being that guy shooting video and talking to myself the whole time, stepping on everyone's toes. This is where we start getting into really well put together cars, nicely detailed. And they're everywhere. I mean, I'm just gonna do a circle here. This is the beginning of the tent. There are doors that lead back out to the food vendors area, but these tents seem to go on forever. This is a car person's wet dream. If you're interested in seeing all the best muscle cars, the best trucks, Impalas, there aren't a whole ton of old classics. I mean, there's some Cadillacs up here, some Buicks, some Chrysler, Imperial stuff, Continentals. There's a really cool collection I want to show you. This right here, this whole little block, is what is called the Boyd collection, and most of them are low-mile original cars. 30,000 miles, 12,000 miles, 6,700 miles. I'm not sure what that one is. These are all sold. $100,000. 76,000 miles. 60 grand for this car. Wow. 58,000 for that car. The market is up in general, I think, but I think what I was mentioning earlier, we were seeing these Woody wagons. They're kind of losing some traction in the value field. Now, I'm not going to say that if you brought a 50 or 49 Buick Woody wagon out that it still wouldn't get $100,000, but God, look at this, 14,000 miles. Here you go. There's a 60,000 mile 60 Cadillac DeVille. This is a bit of a bucket list car for me. My stupid flash is on. I'm trying to get over to this brighter tent, on that black roof tent. My stupid light wants to turn on when I shoot video, and I blind people. Yet another reason why I wanted to get this done before people actually got here. Hey, more Blazers. Imagine that. 40-year-olds Woody wagon sold for $47,000. I mean, like, perfect car. $47,000 bucks. I gotta tell you, market is down for Woodies. There's a monstrosity that's built on a Ford, I think it's an F550. I don't understand. More monster trucks. Getting toward the end of this tent here, seeing a lot of luxury cars, Bentleys, Mercedes, Maseratis, Porsches, Corvettes, Rolls-Royce. Meow. These Rolls, they just seem loaded compared to the other cars. I think if you see the car by itself, it's not so bad, but it's just huge. This is a big car. I think they weigh like 8,000 pounds or some ridiculous number like that. Let's see if I can get around it. 6.7 liter V12. Wow. $450,000 new. It's a nice Bentley convertible. A couple of them. 57 Cadillac Barretts. 53 Skylark. Another bucket list car for me. I'd almost rather have a 54. Super nice car. I think this is going on Saturday. Appears to be a nice, correct, somewhat aged restoration, but it's still pretty fresh. Let's see what that goes for. I'm gonna turn back around and head back toward the main event. Yeah, this can be overwhelming. You really need a couple days to really soak it in. And we came here last year, and it was just mind-blowing how big this event is. And we decided not to come every year, but of course, once it got to that point, we were like, oh yeah, we're gonna go. So here we are. More trucks, more Broncos. Trucks and Broncos. C10s. Everything. Square bodies. This is a recreation of the original Batmobile in the '89 Michael Keaton Batman movie. Pretty cool. Kind of a childhood thing for me. I'm gonna take a walk up the other side of this vendor tent area and see what else we see. Lots of food in here. There's a lot of food outside, there's a lot of food inside here, so if you can't stand the outside, then come on inside and smell hot dogs. There are a couple of really cool classics. I aren't seeing many of these at this show because it's not the show for these cars. 26 Packard Phaeton. Very, very cool car. I used to see a lot more of the classics, 15, 20 years ago at this auction, but it's mostly a lot of street rod, resto mods, trucks, Broncos, Blazers, apparently golf carts. Yeah, it's just an evolving situation. I guess whoever has the most money wins. This is a little custom sign shop that we bought a sign for Antique Automotive Service last year, and it was too big for the spot that we wanted to put it in, so I think we're going to try to get something a little smaller this year to replace the crappy little Buick sign that I've got sitting on the shop. Stuff. More stuff. Man cave stuff. High-end lawn furniture. Patio furniture. More fur coats. Perfumes. More stuff. I have no idea what this is. I think it's just I have no idea what that is. Blue Origin. Beer, food, trucks, piles of die-cast cars, neon signs, toolboxes, and everything. Lincoln's got their big electric car display here. Awesome antique radios. I really dig the paint on this car. It's got some pretty heavy metal flake in it, but it's really well done. A neat, I don't know what that, like a Hartz material top.
How much time?
Breathing. I just walked out of the vendor tent. And this is the closest end of the outdoor vendor area. A lot of detailers. They got McGuire's, Griots, Adams, Wizards, all kinds of stuff out here. There's the staging lanes. They already got cars lining up. Not sure what time the cars actually start. I think it's around 10 o'clock, so they must be getting close. It's a little after 9 o'clock right now. There's like McGuire's tent. Take a walk through the staging lanes now that we've got some cars in there. It's a good way for people to get up close to them, see what they're looking at. Lined up quite a ways back. Nice Impala. You know, it's funny because you see all these cars on TV look perfect, and that's generally not the case. Most of these cars are driven, and very few are pristine enough to be called number one. If they're a number one car, they've probably never been driven, or very little. Most of these are number two or number three cars, which is why you see such a disparage between some of the prices. You know, the big money cars are all, you know, Friday night, Saturday afternoon cars. Those are going to be the big money cars, as you probably know. Pretty much everything else is going to be nice drivers. But even the drivers have a little bit of an inflated number at auctions like this because of, you know, you get a lot of guys out here, gals and guys, that are just in it for the thrill. They want to win, they're eager to win, and they're eager to pay up. And it's just part of the show. So it's a lot of fun to sit down and watch the bidding for a little while during those times, because you'll see, you know, multiple cars go for 100 plus, 200 plus. Saturday afternoon, typically at one point, you know, no car goes under 250,000. I need to buy another shirt at Kindig, I think, because I somehow came up one shirt short on the trip. I think that's going to do it for the nickel tour. Hopefully it gives you an idea of what's out here. It's really kind of overwhelming if you've never seen it before. And even if you have been here, it takes so long to get through everything. Be ready to walk, put your good shoes on, because man, it's a lot. But it's cool. There's the car celebrities walking all over the place, and everyone's eager to say hi and try to respect their privacy and their space. But it's cool to see them. Just, you know, they're all real people. Sometimes we get jaded into thinking that, you know, TV personalities are some other form of human, and they're on a different level than we are. They're not. They are the same as we are. They have to eat and sleep and go to the bathroom just like you and me. Nonetheless, it's cool to see them and meet them if you can. Try not to be fanboy or fangirl about it. Take a look at a few cars here. I'll go pick up my wife. Guess what? More Broncos. They're everywhere. I think they're multiplying.
Well, it could.
Prime time Friday.
Same color as my Camaro. Just like my 67.
Busy now.
Whoops.
Stage 3, recreation, real Corvette tri-power, 427. 100 pound dollar, 800 pounds, another yes, 100, not 10, 800, 5, if you want to, how would you know, 105, down 10, down 10, 8, down 10, the 10, the 10, gonna be 10 back here, down 110, 110 pounds, down 10, 10, 110, 7, 10, 7, 10, down burger finger, 10, 200 pounds, down 2, here, 25, 50, 50 pound, 50 pound, miles, well, there's 75 pound, 75, 85, 85 pound,
Right here.
I don't know. It's cooler out here too. It got hot in there.
Okay, bear with me. You're gonna have to look at this for a minute. Cool looking truck, right? Look how crisp these lines are. I mean, they are just tight. Always wonder. Look at those gaps. Absolutely gorgeous. Gotta wonder, you know, what's this thing gonna look like in 30 years, though? How much filler's in it? But still, super impressive. Just cool truck. Here's another one. Gaps. Look how tight that is. There's your $500,000 bill. Lots of cool cars here. Here is Maybelline Kindig, built a couple years ago. Sold here last year for I think $700,000 or $800,000. This is a really cool truck here from our St. Louis natives Classic Car Studio. They are a contender for the top 5 award on the Barrett-Jackson Cup. Nice job, guys. Wow, look at that. Yeah. Nice touch. Very cool truck. These wheels. Wow. Cummins diesel. Didn't see that. Yet another really crisp body lines. I love it. Takes a lot of time to do something like that. Very cool. Yep, look at that. Barrett-Jackson Cup finalist. Cool. Saturday morning. Look at this. 59 Cadillac. 2-door something. It's a local car cruise on Saturday mornings, I guess. On call it Talking Stick Way. What a trip. I mean, this thing looks really well done. The way this trunk is set up. Extra long. Kind of an El Camino type look to it. A lot of really good cars here. The sun is bright. Something different than Barrett-Jackson.
650, and now 75, and 675, and 675, and 675,000, and 225,000 on it, and 225, and 225,000, and 225, 20, 19, 25, and 225, 15, 20, and 220, and 220, and 202, and a million two, and a million two, and a million 200,000 dollar, I'm gonna get a million two where, and a million two, and a million 200 dollar, I'm gonna get a million two, and a million two, and a million 200,000 dollar, I'm gonna get it right here, and a million two, and a million 250, and a million two and a half, and a million two and a half, and a million two and a half dollar, I'm gonna get everybody else all through, all done, a million two and a half, and a million two and a half dollar, I'm gonna get all through, a million two and a half, and a million 250,000 dollar, I'm gonna get all through, and a half, and that car is sold, $1,200,000, Rod. Lot number, the correct factory color scheme. 40, 5, 50. We're going to get down 150 all the way. 150. Go. 420, 20, 20, 110. You want 5? You trying to be 5 bill? 4, 5, right? Was I think? Sold 400,000 on it, 400,000. 62 Lincoln Continental comes for 90, and for 90 is bid, and 500, and 500,000 on it, and 500,000
just get 500 now.
And 500,000 dollars, and 500,000. Eddie Ray, I think they want to pay it. And 500, and 500,000 dollars, and you want to be 95, and 495, and 495, and 495.
The hammer ready.
Be a professional backup bidder. 495. Here we go. Help us get even money. And $495,000 all through and a half. Get that gavel up high, Lindsay. Here we go. And 495 and a half. Sold. $490,000. Mary.
There are certain dangers in traveling in the Midwest in the winter, and this is one of them. Somehow we managed to get away without any delay, but we landed in St. Louis and could see that it was a little slick out on the runway. So, you know, planes were kind of sitting on the tarmac and getting de-iced and whatnot, and you know, our brakes, our plane hit the brakes and I could feel it sliding. Found out that St. Louis area has just kind of gotten this little bit of a misty garbage that has fallen, but the temperature is in the mid-20s. So we're about 45 minutes to an hour from I see it from the house, and we just called Drury in as soon as we got, you know, phone service, and we're gonna stay in the hotel for the night.
Shit.
Not good. All right, I'm gonna go back to the kiosk and see if they've got a jump kit. Jump box engaged. Please start. Finally on our way home. Last leg of the trip was kind of uneventful. We got up this morning and opened up the blinds, and everything was covered in, I don't know if it was snow or ice or pellets, but the roads were gridlocked again. And so we just hung out at the hotel, had some breakfast, let things kind of thin out. Went to go start the car and the battery was dead again. So thankfully the hotel had a jump box. Started it right up, let the car warm up, and we headed home. I'm not going to bother with putting a battery in it right now. I just want to get home. I'll yank it out and go get a new one when I'm ready. We've We've got another car at home, so we should be in good shape. 10 minutes. We'll be home. Ease down the driveway. I want to slide into the garage.
That was fun.
God, Simon. I need to get my stupid snow-covered shoes off. Hi, Fuzzy Head. Hi, buddy. Hey. Hey. Hi. Yeah. Hi, buddy cat. Here. Did you miss us? Yeah. Hey.
Was this your handiwork, buddy? Did
You like butter? How are your paws? Are they nice and soft? Fuzzy butt.
He's walking away. He's like, I didn't do that. That wasn't me. You goober. You sweet boy. Yeah.